Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading, we're looking at how you can win over your boss and get ahead in your work and your career. If you're here for this reading, if you're drawn to this reading, you are probably maybe struggling to get ahead in your career, struggling to get noticed, get acknowledged by your boss. Maybe you have a strained relationship with your boss. Maybe you just think they don't notice you at all. Whatever it may be, you're here for a reason, so we'll trust that. I do have 3 readings for you and 3 cards for you to choose from. For group 1, your card is number 33, and it's the Horse Spirit. Okay. For group 2, your card is number 21, the Dove Spirit. And if you want to spend a little time with the card and really absorb it, just pause the video. That's all you have to do. For group 3, your card is number 58, and it's the Stag Spirit. Okay. All right, so all you have to do now is go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the reading you want to watch, and I will see you there. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, group 1. All right, today we're going to look at how you can win over your boss. So I'm sure you're here because maybe you have a strained relationship with your boss, or maybe you're just trying to get ahead and you don't know how to get their attention or how to just get ahead in general with your work, which generally comes about by winning over your boss, right? So your initial card is number 33, the Horse Spirit. I'm going to leave that there for now and pull your tarot cards, and then we'll read it all together in just a sec. All right. Your first card is the Nine of Cups. Then you have the Lovers. The Eight of Swords. And one more card as an advice card for you. And Seven of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Well, give me just a sec. I just want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay? So bear with me one sec, y'all. They're telling me, the first thing they're telling me is that you're going about this in a way that is harder than it needs to be. You're making it hard for yourself in some way, and I'll get more information about that. But they're saying there's an easier way to win them over, an easier way to get ahead in your work, an easier way to make a difference in your career than what you're thinking you have to do or what you are doing. See if they have anything else they want to say. They're saying you can move forward. You can go forward in your career without pushing so hard, without trying so hard. That doesn't mean you don't have to work for it. But what they're giving me is there's an element of working smarter and not necessarily doing more, spending more hours, getting there earlier, staying there later. For what, I know a lot of bosses like that. And but what I'm getting with your boss is that's not what impresses them. Working longer, working harder is not how you're going to get ahead with this particular boss. Okay, so take that as it makes sense for you. But if it does make sense, then I assume you'll stick it out here for the rest of this while we look into your cards. All right. If not, check out one of the other readings. All right, your first card is the Nine of Cups. Your boss knows you want to get ahead. So if you're wondering, do do they know? Do they wonder? Do they realize that I want more from my career? Yes. The answer is they do know. They're waiting for you to step up to the plate in a way that we're going to find out here that shows them that you have the capability of getting ahead, of being a leader. They're waiting for you to prove yourself in a way that gets their attention. And what Spirit's telling me is that right now your attempts at getting their attention, they're not working. They're not working because you're doing the wrong things for this individual. And it's not that you're doing anything wrong, but if you're really trying to get their attention and win them over, they're looking for something else. Okay. All right. So your next card here is the Lovers. Bear with me. I just want to hear what they want to say about this card. The first thing they're saying, that Spirit is saying to you, is that there is a need for you to be committed to doing whatever it takes to get your boss's attention, to get ahead in your career. If this is what you want, they're saying be willing to be committed to that, and to do what it takes. I'm trying. What's another way I can say that makes sense? Okay, be committed to doing things differently, because Spirit knows you're committed. Spirit knows that you want this. Spirit knows you're working hard. That you think you're doing all the right things, and you don't know why you're not making more progress. If you are really committed, you'll be willing to try to do things differently to get their attention. And the first thing they're saying that you can do differently is to collaborate. Collaboration. Finding another team member, another department head, another person, or even a division or department. It's going to depend on how your business, how your company is set up. Find someone to collaborate with. Not someone to boss, not someone to mentor or lead. But the first step here is to find someone to work with to create something new. Whether it's a new project, it's a new venture, it's a new idea, it's a new creative thing. Obviously, that's going to be different for everybody. This isn't a personal, private reading, it's a general reading. But I am getting, there is a need for your boss to see you collaborating, working as a team with at least one other individual or a group of people in a way that you haven't done before. Separating yourself from what you do day to day, working with someone who does something differently than you to create something new or to work towards something new. They want to see that you have fresh ideas, that you have the initiative to go after fresh, new ideas, to pursue them. And the networking skills, the collaboration skills to work with others to pursue that idea. Okay. Spirit's saying that to your boss, this shows a sign of leadership skills. When you can work with others to create something new. It can be something that you are initiating. That shows another level of leadership and like attention to detail. It shows that you have ideas and foresight and like the gumption to go after it and give it a try, give it a go. But it's the working one-on-one or with a group of people that you don't normally work with one-on-one, that you don't normally collaborate with, but you're collaborating with them because they offer a different perspective. And so you're not trying to show anybody up. You're not trying to be better than anybody. You're trying to create something new with people who do something differently than you do. Okay? That to your boss shows a sign of leadership ability, believe it or not. Okay. All right, then we have the Eight of Swords. Bear with me one sec while I'm listening. They're giving me the word freedom, and it's interesting because this horse card, which I've not gotten into yet, the words on here says freedom is yours. But when I ask them to tell me, where they're going with this card, they're giving me freedom. Your boss wants you to act with a little bit more of a proactive mindset, meaning you're not waiting for someone to tell you do XYZ. You're not waiting to be handed a project to work on or a report that will help analyze, whatever it is you do. I could give a million examples, but I won't because it doesn't make sense. But they want you to be more proactive. They want you to step up and do something, even if it's without permission, which is interesting. That's what they just said to me. It's not just going to your boss and saying, do you think I should do this? There's an element here of doing something without even asking and coming to them with the end result and saying, I had some extra time and I thought this report might help us analyze the data, might help us with this project, might help us whatever, whether it's a report or a project or something that you work on, and show them afterwards. It's that freedom of thinking. It's that a sense of not needing to be told what to do all the time. I mean, sometimes we all have to be told what to do when we have a boss, but there's an element here of, if you can show your boss that you have ideas, that you can work well with others that you don't normally work with to create something new, and or work on a project or a report or an analysis of some kind that you haven't been asked to do, that you don't ask permission to do, you do it of your own volition because you know it's the right thing, the company needs it, or the department needs it, or something needs it. You have to believe in it, of course, which requires some analytical skills of your own, stepping back and saying, what do we really need? What would help this situation? And when you come up with a good idea, rather than going to your boss and saying, would it be okay if, just try doing it and going to them with the result. The Spirit's just telling me that will wow your boss. More than working longer hours, showing up early, staying late, doing all of your assigned work well. These are things, it's kind of like your boss expects you to do. It doesn't show any, it doesn't really show any initiative to them. I'm not knocking what you do whatsoever. I'm just letting you know that's what they're giving me as far as what your boss is looking for. Now, when we go to the horse spirit, again, they're talking about freedom is yours. Freedom, again, going after what you want, not with force, but with initiative. And doing what you know needs to be done without waiting to be told. It shows a strength of character. It shows a strength of mind. It shows a desire to get ahead, to be proactive, Okay. Now the advice from Spirit, I know this is all advice, but the advice card from Spirit is a 7 of Pentacles. And what they're telling me is know what you want, be willing to work for it, but you also have to give it time to allow it to blossom and come to fruition. Don't be impatient. In other words, if you give this a try and it doesn't immediately win your boss over and you don't immediately get a promotion and a raise, don't be disappointed, because these things do take time. They also need to know that this isn't just a one-off attempt at getting ahead. They want to see this as a consistent effort from you, or a consistent trait of yours, is that you take initiative, that you're proactive, that you collaborate with others well, that you do what needs to be done, whether you're being asked to do it or not. They may need more time to follow this new path that you're taking before they're fully convinced that you're the right one for the next promotion. But if you're consistent and you know what you want and you do what needs to be done, the harvest will come in. Yeah. All right, group one, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight and advice and guidance for what you can do to win your boss over and get ahead in your career. Thank you for being here. If you are interested in getting a personal reading, a one-on-one private reading, you can book one on my website. Check me out at pink22tarot.com. There's also a link in the description box. Otherwise, you're always welcome here for free readings, and I really appreciate your being here. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group two. All right, today we're looking at how you can win over your boss. Now, if you're here for this reading, it's because you're trying to get ahead of work. Maybe you have a strained relationship with your boss. Maybe not. Maybe you're just trying to get their attention. Whatever the reason is, we're going to take a look here what Spirit says you need to do, or you should try doing, suggestions, guidance. We'll see how it goes. So your initial card here is card number 21, the Dove Spirit. And I'm going to leave that there for now while I get your tarot cards down, and then we'll jump into your reading. And I want to thank you for being here. If you're looking for a private reading, I do offer those on my website. This would be a one-to-one, not a general reading like this. My website is pink22tarot.com. You can take a look there at my availability. All right. Your first card is the Star. Then we have the Four of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. And one more as an advice card for you. Okay. And your advice card is the Seven of Swords. Okay, give me just a sec, y'all. I want to take these cards in, and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here, okay? So bear with me 1 second, y'all. They're telling me, the first thing Spirit's telling me is that one of the things that your boss does appreciate about you in the workplace is that you have this sense of calmness to you, that you don't let things rattle you, that you don't let others kind of get under your skin. You don't, at least you don't appear to them as someone who gets overly stressed out in the workplace. You're not easily shaken up or rattled. And they do really appreciate this about you. But, see where Spirit's going with this. I hear the but. Okay, but what they want to see from you, this is interesting. They act, as much as they appreciate the fact that you do kind of keep the peace, that you are calm and friendly, and you kind of are very middle ground, they actually want to see you take a stand. They want to see you express opinions and suggestions that are true to you. You know, you're not manufacturing them, but they're looking for you to speak up, to sometimes maybe even be a little bit controversial, not in a negative way, but in a way that shows them that you know how to speak your mind, that you have thoughts and ideas and perceptions that are your own, and that you're not just following the crowd. Now, I'm not saying that you just follow the crowd and do what everyone else does. I'm just giving you what I'm getting, that this is what your boss is looking for. Spirits tell me that you tend to walk the middle ground because you don't generally feel very strongly about making waves. You don't enjoy making waves. You don't enjoy shaking things up. But you also don't tend to have strong opinions outside of the norm. So for you, you may be hearing this going, well, they want me to have different opinions, but my opinion is that I agree with most of what they say. So how do they? Okay, Spirit's going to help you understand that a little bit better. They're not telling me yet. So we're going to jump into the cards. They want to start here with the Dove Spirit. And they're saying, this is you. You are peaceful. You are, in a sense, dove-like. You bring a sense of calmness to a room. People enjoy working with you. You're not controversial. You don't say things that are like out of turn or off topic. You're very good to be around, for other people to be around, because they don't feel challenged by you. They don't feel threatened by you. Not because you're not good at what you do, but because you don't vocally dissent, or you don't verbally disagree with others. And so it allows others to shine. Just by you agreeing with them is one of the ways it helps others shine. So people love working with you. Even your boss agrees that others enjoy working with you, that you're pleasant to work with, you're a good team member, but you're not standing out right now. You're not standing out from the crowd. You're not pushing any boundaries at the moment. And that is something that your boss is wanting you to do. Push some boundaries a little bit. Not to make others look bad. That is not what they're looking for, because they do love the fact that you do let others shine. But when are you going to shine in your own right? When are you going to speak up with your own ideas, with your own concepts, with maybe a differing opinion when you have it? They don't see that side of you. And regardless of what's really going on with you, you may be just agreeing because you agree. Your boss doesn't know if you're agreeing because you agree, or you're just agreeing because you don't want to, you're avoiding conflict. You don't want to disagree publicly. So the advice from Spirit, first and foremost, is not don't just start disagreeing to disagree. That's not what this is about. But they do want, your boss wants to know, wants to see that you have your own voice and your own opinions and your own thoughts about things. So when you do disagree, or you do have a different idea or a different opinion, speak up. Say what you want to say. Or say what you're nervous about saying, or you're uncomfortable saying, but you believe in, if that makes sense. All right. So your first card here is the Star card. And Spirit's first thing Spirit's saying is that you're meant to get ahead. You have the abilities, you have the strengths, you have the experience. Your boss sees a lot of good qualities in you. They actually think you could be very promotable, that you could rise up in the ranks because others enjoy working with you so much, because you get things done, whether you're collaborating with others, you're doing it on your own. You find ways to get things done. Really, I'm getting in record time. You do things very quickly. You do things very well. Others like working with you. But again, there's this message of, but do you have a voice of your own? And if you want to be the star, if you want to shine, if you want to rise up, your boss here needs to see that in you. Okay. All right. Your next card is the Four of Wands. agreeing with others. If you notice these four witches on this particular deck, they're all reaching up and kind of tapping wands. They're in celebration together. They're working together. They're collaborating. Again, Spirit that's saying it's all well and good when it is genuine. But they're saying if we can give you any advice on how to win over your boss and get ahead in your career, learn to recognize when you genuinely agree with the team, with others, or when you disagree or have a different opinion, but you stay quiet for different reasons, for reasons of your own. You're being encouraged to kind of go within and start recognizing, if you do nothing at first, just pay attention in meetings, in conversations, whatever it may be in your workplace. Pay attention to what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And of course, agree when you do agree. But notice when you get those niggling thoughts of, I don't know if I would do it that way. Or I wonder if they did it this way, wouldn't they get a better result? That kind of thing. But you don't say anything because you don't want to rock the boat. Start paying attention to that. Because right now, your goal, if your goal is to get ahead at work, get ahead in your career, your goal isn't to make friends with everybody. And with your personality, with your sensibility, you disagreeing, you having different opinions is not going to make people dislike you. It's not going to hurt good relationships that you already have. But ask yourself, what is your goal? What is it you really want? Do you want everyone to like you? Or do you want to get ahead? And I'm not saying that you should be unlikable. Please, don't take it that way. It isn't about getting ahead by stomping on other people at all. So please don't take it that way. But it is about using your own expertise and your own thoughts and your own experience to have your own opinions that could possibly take your company further than by just agreeing with everyone else and their way of doing things. All right, your next card is the Six of Pentacles. They do want to see that there's a give and take here with you. They don't want you going all in on disagreeing with everybody, always having a different opinion, always being controversial. That's not what they're looking for either. This is a balanced approach because they do genuinely like and appreciate the way you get along with others. But if you can balance that out with also, diplomatically disagreeing now and again, it will get you noticed. It will get you further than by always being the yes man or woman, if that makes sense. Okay. I know this has all been pretty much advice, but the advice card from Spirit is the Seven of Swords. They're saying, don't be afraid to own what you know to be true or what you believe to be true. With the Seven of Swords, this person is taking 5 of the swords and holding them close and walking away with them. And when you have experience and expertise and you keep it to yourself and you don't share it, you don't express it, you're essentially doing just that. You're walking away with a level of knowledge and wisdom and expertise that could be shared, but isn't. And that's not going to help you. Not with this job, with this boss, in this role. Somewhere else may be different, but where you are now, Spirit's actually advising you to do the reverse. I don't read these cards with reversals, but they're advising you to do the reverse of this card. Lay your swords out on the table. Be willing to express new ideas, differing opinions. Voice your disagreement, back it up with facts. Always be kind, of course. This isn't about making enemies or, again, stomping on other people's feet, but you'll always be disappointed when other people get ahead and you stay stuck. Not that you don't want other people to get ahead, but you will remain kind of stuck where you are until you're willing to put your swords out on the table and admit that you have different ideas, that you have different thoughts, different opinions. Share those ideas. You're coming from a place of expertise. You're coming from a place of experience. It's time to start sharing them. Your boss wants to see that. They do. They really do. All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight, kind of a different way of thinking about how you handle work situations and handle your boss. Thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate those. I read every single one. And whenever you interact with my videos and my channel, it helps connect our energies. It lets me know that we're connected, but it also will help future readings resonate with you more. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful you're here. Thanks so much, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, today we're taking a look at how you can win over your boss, get ahead at work. If you're here, it's probably because you have maybe a strained relationship with your boss, a difficult relationship. Maybe you feel like they don't notice you, or maybe you're just trying to get ahead and you don't know, what to do differently. So here we are. Your initial card is card number 58, and it's the Stag Spirit. All right, I'm going to leave that here for just a sec, and we'll get your tarot cards down, and then we'll jump into your reading. All right. Your first card is the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Six of Cups. The Four of Swords. And one more card as an advice card for you. Okay. And your advice card is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Give me just a sec, y'all. I just want to take these cards in and listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, so bear with me one sec, y'all. Okay, the first thing they're telling me is you do take the lead. And if you notice on this Stag Spirit card, it does say take the lead. Spirit's saying that you do take the lead now. You do have your own voice. You voice your opinions. You're very proactive. You're very go, go, go. And so it's very apparent to your boss that you want to get ahead and that you have the wherewithal to do that. But there's something missing here. So let me just listen for a second. Spirit's saying your boss wants you to take a bit of a step back from the ambition and show that you can work well with others, that you can take direction, that you can be given an assignment or given a task to do without, don't shoot the messenger, y'all, without turning it into an opportunity to show off a little bit. I feel like you are, if this is your reading, you are a natural leader, right? You have that go get 'em, you have that charisma, you have that presence, you have that confidence, and all of those are wonderful qualities. I'm not knocking any of it, and your boss appreciates all of that in you. But they feel that something is lacking, and that thing that is lacking is a little bit of compassion, is a little bit of like a little bit of softness in the workplace. And you may be thinking, I'm not going to be soft. I'm a go-getter. I'm going to get ahead. Well, the boss that you're working for right now wants to see that you are well-rounded, that you can do things that aren't just going to get you noticed or acknowledged, that you can do things even without telling anyone you've done it, that you can do things because they need to get done, that you can allow others to delegate to you. You're very good at delegating to others, which is a good quality. But sometimes others need to delegate to you. And I'm getting this resistance to that. That you want things to be on your own terms. Your boss needs to see that you have another side to you. It's not to say that you shouldn't embrace these leadership qualities you do have, but a good leader also knows when to step back and let others shine, which is interesting. All right, they're wanting to start here with the Stag Spirit card. And again, it does say take the lead. So you're not being asked to stop doing what you're doing, because you're very good at what you are. This is who you are. If this is your reading, this is who you are. You are a natural leader. But again, there is this need to recognize, okay, what they're giving me is there is this need for you to embrace another version of leadership. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right words to you. They're giving me the information, but not the exact words. Another version of leadership, not to erase the leadership qualities you have, but to complement them. And this other version of leadership is leading by example, is by mentoring others, collaborating with others, letting others shine, letting others take the credit. Not necessarily take credit for work you've done, but for the work they have done. Even if you participated, even if you helped, step back, let them shine. Your boss is watching you. They see all of your good qualities. You don't need to prove yourself in that way. They're waiting for you to show this other side of yourself. That's the truth. Huh, interesting. 3 very different readings here, y'all. All right. So your first card here is the Queen of Cups. They're saying your boss is waiting for this compassionate leader, this leader with a heart to emerge. You're very fiery. You're very, I'm getting this emperor-like energy. And it's a good thing, right? The emperor gets where he is because he knows how to lead. He knows how to give direction. He knows how to get things done and to be the boss, right? You have these qualities, but your boss wants to know that if you are going to get promoted, if you move up the ranks, that you're not going to be a dictator, that you're going to know how to let your employees shine, that you're going to know how to mentor them, that you're going to know how to help your employees learn and grow in their own right. So it's not just about you doing a great job, which you do. It's not just about you embracing these leadership qualities, these qualities of delegating, of direction, of ideas. All of these are great things, but when you really rise up the ranks to a much higher position, if you can't let your team shine, if you can't encourage and embrace the qualities of the people who work for you, they end up not giving their best anymore. And your boss knows this, and they want you to embrace that side of yourself. They do believe you have it in you. They're just waiting to see it. They really want to see it. So we've got here the Six of Cups. This is you handing the torch to someone below you, rank-wise. Not to say they're not smart or anything wonderful. Giving them opportunities to shine. Giving, even if they're not employees of yours, might be somebody who is newer, less experienced, somebody who's just quieter in the workplace. Give them opportunities to shine. Offer to mentor someone who is less experienced than you. Offer to collaborate with someone. They want to see that you can share your skills and your experience and your expertise, not just air them. Share them, not just air them. Interesting. All right. And then we have the Four of Swords. They're saying give the go, 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 ambition, 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 give that a bit of a rest. It doesn't mean that you stop being ambitious. It doesn't mean you stop wanting to get ahead or you stop working hard, but it is an energy of stepping back and reassessing the people around you, the workplace around you. How can you collaborate better? How can you become a better teacher, a better leader, a better mentor? And it will start by you stepping back and not jumping up to take on the next big project, not jumping up to, share what you've done recently or whatever it is, They're saying give that side of yourself a bit of a rest, a bit of a break. You've already proven yourself. You don't have to prove that anymore. But if you really want to prove you can get ahead and manage a leadership role, a higher role, more responsibility, you have to show that you understand people, that you can help others, that you can work with others, and that you can lead with a heart. All right, and then your advice card is the Knight of Swords. Spirit's saying you don't have to stop being who you are. You're still going for what you want, just changing your tactics a little bit, changing your skill set even a little bit. You're going from a queen to a knight here. You're stepping back a little bit and asking yourself, what do I need to learn here? What do I need to take in, embrace, and share in order to get ahead? And what Spirit's telling you is that side of you is this compassionate side, this leadership with a heart. You can still be who you are. I don't think anyone could change that if they tried, and nor should you want to. But you can change course a little bit and allow yourself to embrace a slightly different path toward what you want, toward your goals. Because this slightly different path is what is going to win your boss over and help you get where you need to be and where you want to be and where you want to go. And it will help you be a better leader as you do rise up the ranks. All right, group 3, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you some insight, some guidance. Thank you for being here. If you would like a private reading, one that's just for you, you can check out my website, pink22tarot.com, and click on book a reading and see what's available there. And otherwise, you're always welcome here for free readings on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up or drop me a comment down below. The more you engage with the videos, with the readings, with my channel, the more our energies connect and the more future readings will resonate with you. But it also helps me know that I'm providing a service that is valued and that we're just connecting energetically. So thank you so much for being here, y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.